All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about one of the wildest ideas to come out of the crypto world, DAOs. We're looking at a completely new way for people to organize, to collaborate, to build things, and to do it all without a CEO. So let's get into it.
So let's kick things off with a pretty wild question. Can you actually run an organization without a boss? I mean, really think about it. A group of people scattered all over the globe, running a complex operation with no single person calling the shots. It pretty much goes against everything we've been taught about how businesses are supposed to work.
So for this first part, we're going to get right down to basics. What exactly is a DAO? We've got to nail down the fundamentals before we can really get into the incredible potential and, yeah, the very real risks.
Okay, so DAO, it stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and at its heart, it's basically an internet-native company. Imagine if the corporate rulebook wasn't some dusty binder locked in an HR office, but instead was pure code living on a blockchain for anyone to see. We call these smart contracts, and they mean the rules are totally transparent and, get this, they enforce themselves.
This right here really lays out the difference, doesn't it? A traditional company is a pyramid. Decisions flow from the top down, and most of what happens is behind closed doors. DAOs just flip that script completely. The structure is flat, every single transaction is public, and, this is the real game changer, your trust isn't in people or paper contracts, it's in code that you can verify yourself.
So it all really boils down to three big ideas. First, they're decentralized. No CEO, no board of directors, the community makes the calls. Second, they're transparent. You can literally go and check the entire organization's history on the blockchain. And third, they're autonomous. Once the community votes and a decision is made, a smart contract makes it happen. No one needs to sign off, the code just runs.
Okay, so we've got the theory down, but how does this actually work day to day? How does a group of strangers actually make a decision together? Let's get into the mechanics of how code and community really team up to run these things.
The secret sauce, really, is something called a governance token. The easiest way to think about it is like a share of stock that gives you voting rights. The more tokens you have, the more your vote counts. Now, this is a huge shift from the old one person, one vote idea, and it's how influence is measured in the DAO universe.
So here's the life cycle of an idea. It usually starts super informal. Just people chatting and throwing ideas around in a Discord server or a forum. If an idea gets some real momentum, someone will write up a formal proposal. Then it goes to a vote. All the token holders cast their ballots. And if it passes, here comes the magic part. A smart contract kicks in and executes the decision automatically. No bureaucracy, no waiting for approvals. It just happens.
Now, it's super important to understand that DAO isn't just one thing. This whole ecosystem has just exploded, and there are tons of different kinds of DAOs out there, each built for a totally different reason. Let's take a look at a few of the big ones.
First up, you've got protocol DAOs. These are the heavyweights, the governors of decentralized finance, or DeFi. Uniswap is a perfect example. It's this massive decentralized crypto exchange. The people who hold its tokens get to vote on huge things, like changing the fees or upgrading the entire platform. They are literally steering a multi-billion-dollar financial ship.
Then there are investment DAOs. You can think of these as decentralized VC funds. A bunch of people pool their crypto together and then vote as a group on which new projects to back. The LAO is a really interesting one because it was actually set up to be compliant with US law, which is a huge deal for bridging this new crypto world with the traditional legal system.
You also have social DAOs, which are basically just supercharged online clubs. Friends with Benefits, or FWB, is probably the most famous. It started as a token-gated Discord server for creatives and crypto folks. Now, holding their token gets you into exclusive parties, gives you access to content, and plugs you into this really vibrant cultural scene. It's a whole new model for community building.
And of course, some DAOs are just for collecting cool stuff. And I mean really cool stuff. Look at Pleaser DAO. It's a collective that pools its money to buy amazing digital art and cultural artifacts. You might have heard of them. They're the ones who bought the one and only copy of that secret Wu-Tang Clan album for $4 million. Wild, right?
So this all sounds pretty revolutionary, and honestly it is. But let's get real for a minute. The path is not all smooth sailing. There are some serious fundamental challenges and risks that this whole new model has to deal with.
To really get the risks, you have to know the story of the original DAO, simply called the DAO. It launched back in 2016 and raised a mind-blowing $150 million. But just a few weeks in, a hacker found a loophole in its code and started draining the money, siphoning off over $50 million. It was a total catastrophe.
But it was also a painful, necessary lesson for the entire space. If your code isn't secure, nothing else matters.
The challenges today are pretty wide-ranging. You've got the technical risks. A single bug in a smart contract can be devastating. Then you have the people problems. A lot of DAOs struggle with low voter turnout, which makes decision-making painfully slow. And maybe the biggest hurdle of all is the legal uncertainty. Regulators are still scratching their heads, leaving DAOs in this weird gray area for stuff like taxes and liability.
But despite all those hurdles, the space is moving at lightning speed. So for this last section, let's look ahead. What are the new trends emerging that are trying to solve these problems and really push DAOs to the next level?
There's some seriously cool stuff happening. To combat that slow decision-making, big DAOs are starting to break up into smaller sub-DAOs, which can move a lot faster, kind of like agile teams. There's also a huge push to connect DAOs to real-world assets. Imagine a DAO that collectively owns and manages an apartment building. And way out on the cutting edge, people are experimenting with using AI to help analyze proposals and make governance smarter.
And that brings us to the big final question. We've seen the incredible promise, the huge variety of uses, and the very real dangers. So, what do you think? Is this the future of how we work together? A fundamental shift? Or is it just a fascinating but flawed experiment that's destined to be a footnote in history? The honest answer is, we don't know yet. The story is still being written.